Oigan bien, señores. No aparecerán más asesinados en las orillas de las carreteras. Se irá a fusilar a quien esté en contra de la ley.
Come in.
Tim, this lady is here from the Guatemalan Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
Isabel Maldonado.
Timothy Muller.
She's here to help find an escaped war criminal from the Civil War. I'm assigning the case to you.
Yes, sir. So who are we looking for, and does my organization have jurisdiction over this?
This is Guillermo Aragon. He is the leader of a platoon of Guatemalan army soldiers that carried out a massacre in the village of Itzcal in 1982, killing over 200 people. He then emigrated to the US in 1996 after the war was over, but most likely he lied about his former military service to get his green card. If so, we can arrest him on that and continue from there.
Civil War, who was he fighting?
URNG, a coalition of leftist and communist guerrillas.
Okay, so he fought commies. Where's the problem?
Mr. Muller, does killing and raping pregnant elderly women, children, and toddlers count as fighting commies?
Mr. Aragon, it has come to our attention that you have served in the Guatemalan army.
Yes, I have.
Do you know Mr. Vicente Garcia?
Well, yes, I knew him. I worked underneath him. He was my commanding officer.
And Mr. Lucas Paz?
Yes, he was the cook in my unit.
Both of these men have been recently convicted and sentenced in their role for the genocide of the Mayan Indians during the Guatemalan Civil War. And in their testimonies, they mentioned your name a number of times.
I'm sure they have.
And one thing they mentioned was your involvement in the Itzcal massacre. They said you were the platoon commander.
There was no massacre. It was a battle against the subversives.
Excuse me?
There was no massacre. It was a battle at Itzcal. Some civilians were killed in crossfire.
That's very interesting, because that's not what the reports and exhumations say.
What do they show?
All identified skeletons of civilians, testimonies of women being raped, and children and babies bashed against stone walls, and men having their hands behind their backs and shot.
I did not order that. It must have been another unit.
It was your colleagues that said it was your platoon.
Maybe they did it, but I did not order it. I'm not responsible.
You're the commander of the platoon that committed the massacre, but you're not responsible.
I did not order the killing of civilians.
First you said it was a battle, and now you say it's civilians that were killed. You're guilty of resisting arrest and assaulting an officer. Deportation and imprisonment is almost guaranteed at this point. I suggest if you don't want to make things worse for yourself, you would cooperate like your colleagues.
How can it get worse?
Do you really want to find out for yourself?
There was a massacre. And the platoon was under my command. But I did not order the killing of children. My men went haywire.
That's not what your colleagues said. They said that after you were done executing all the men, you started killing the women and children by dropping a toddler down the village well.
I did not. They are liars. Pura mentiras.
But they admitting to killing women and children too.
Yes, they did. I didn't.
During Rios Mont's tenure, the Guatemalan military adopted a scorched earth tactic in which everyone and everything that could be of use to the rebels was destroyed. Hundreds of villages were entirely wiped out to both deprive the enemy of support and inflict terror on the local Mayan population, to send a message of what the consequences of subversion were. Mr. Aragon, Are you going to tell me with a straight face that all the other massacres that were ordered to kill civilians, but you were the exception?
I did it.
Excuse me?
I ordered everyone in the village to be killed. I threw a little girl down the well. I did it.
Mr. Aragon.
I threw a little baby girl down the well and killed her.
Please calm down. I understand this is very traumatic for you. Now please recount for us events on the day of the massacre.
It was June 1982. My junior was ordered to clear the village, who we knew were helping the insurgents. Ever since Rios Montt came into power, that man killed every living thing, even the animals. First, we separated the men from the women and children. The massacre truly started when some of our men started raping the women. We then shot the men point blank. By the time we were finished, we were nearly out of bullets. So we had to use other ways of killing the rest. I started the killing of the women and children by throwing a little girl down the well. I still remember the terror in her scream and the silence that came after she hit the bottom. After everyone was dead, we set fire to everything so that the guerrillas would know when they came back that if they continue rebelling or supporting the rebellion, this would happen to them and everyone they love.
Mr. Aragon, it has come to ICE's attention that there has been a possible survivor of the massacre, a child named Joaquin Castillo.
See? Yes.
And looking at your immigration records, you and your wife came with your son, Javier.
Yes, we did.
But your wife told us she is infertile. Guillermo, is Javier Joaquin?
Don't you take him away from me. Don't take away my son.
He's not your son. Is Javier Joaquin?
Yes.
You got that? What happened during that day? Why did you spare Joaquin and not his family?
I was about to kill him, but something in his eyes connected with me. Me and my wife always wanted a child, but she could never conceive. So I took him, and he became Javier.
Well, hopefully Javier won't find this too much. I know you think you love him, but if you did truly love him, you would let him see his real family. His grandparents are waiting for him in Guatemala City.
Officer Muller, before they send me back, I think you should know that everything we did under Rios Montt was done with the full support and permission of the U.S. Your government, the one you work for, is guilty too.